From a former banker who says she was robbed 15 years ago by a Hixson man who was arrested for attempting to rob the same bank 3 days ago.
Well, David Taylor's history with robbing banks goes back decades. He was first charged with robbing a bank back in 1993. Now, he served 15 years in prison, and some might think that would have been enough to learn a lesson from the past and the mistakes. But not long after he was released, he struck again. Local 3's Catherine Vaughn joins us now live in the studio with more on this story. Catherine.
The former banker Brandy Moses tells me she sent Chattanooga police a tip after recognizing the man, which helped lead to Taylor's arrest. It's been 15 years since Moses was robbed, but she tells me she recognized him almost immediately.
As soon as I saw his face with the sunglasses, it gave me that kind of sick to your stomach feeling, you know, like you've seen that face, you've seen that man before.
It's been more than 15 years since Brandy Moses was threatened and robbed by David Taylor, a man who has made bank robberies his trademark. Taylor just finished his sentence from these robberies, but it wasn't long before Chattanooga police say he struck again. Taylor was identified and arrested Wednesday for 2 attempted robberies earlier this month, thanks to help from one of Taylor's former victims.
So I was scrolling on Facebook and I just happened to pass that story that said that they were looking for any information for this man wanted for robbery. And as soon as I saw his face with the sunglasses, it gave me that kind of sick to your stomach feeling, you know, like you've seen that face, you've seen that man before.
Moses says she immediately recognized him.
You know, the sunglasses, the same bank, the fact that he passed a note, it was all just way too similar.
For Moses, it brought back memories of a fateful day in January 2009, when Taylor walked in the doors of what's now a Truist bank and passed Moses a note, demanding money with a threat if she didn't comply.
You don't forget something like that when your life is threatened, when someone, you know, says that they're going to blow your head off, especially. They didn't say it, but he passed the note, which is frightening.
At first, she didn't believe what was happening. After all, it was only hour 3 into the first day of her new job.
Fresh out of training, and I almost thought I was being pranked that day. You know, like this is part of your initiation, first day on the job. You know, we're going to stage a robbery.
Moses quickly learned that wasn't the case and handed Taylor around $4,000.
You know, he didn't ask for any specific amount. I think he just wanted to get his hands on some fast cash, and he didn't care, you know, how much or how he got it.
Those tactics were what gave him away. 15 years later, they hadn't changed much, and neither did his style.
It was the same style sunglasses, the blue, reflective, kind of polarized lens.
With the exception of maybe a new jacket.
Back when he robbed me, he just had on a jacket, pants, and a shirt, nothing special. I noticed this time he had the hood over his head. But even with that hood, the facial features, the glasses, it still, you know, led me to believe that that was him.
That's when she gave Chattanooga police a call and Taylor's name.
And sure enough, after I called that tip in, I mean, it was hours, and the news story was out that he had been arrested and caught this time.
Looking back, Moses says she can't help but be thankful that she and his other victims are okay.
That was just a crazy experience, a wild feeling to, you know, bring all that up from 15 years ago.
With Taylor behind bars yet again, Moses says she just hopes this time he stays there for good.
Taylor is charged with aggravated robbery for the October 6th bank robbery, and charges are still pending for the October 4th robbery. Latrice, David, back to you.
Okay, thank you